Hi, I'm Karen from IBS Naturally, and this morning on this beautiful English sunny morning I am going to take you through one of my favourite quick and easy breakfast recipes, sweet berry quinoa porridge. Okay, some of you are used to having your normal regular oat porridge, but quinoa is fantastic because it's naturally gluten free, so for lots of people with sensitive digestion it's perfect. Two of my favourite products that I'm going to quickly share with you now that you can add to your product to boost your good proteins and fats are organic coconut oil, this one's coconut oil, and also Great Lakes gelatin. So for those of you with really hungry appetites who think, well, porridge won't do me any good, add these two amazing products to your porridge once it's cooked and you're good to go. You can purchase these products through our online store, which is Pure Body Balance Shop. And let's head off to the kitchen. So the first thing we need to do to make our quinoa berry porridge is to actually prepare the grains. Now you need to do this the night before, so we're actually going to soak the grains in an acidic fluid. So I'm going to use lemon juice. You can also use raw apple vinegar, or you could use whey. I'm going to use the lemon. So what we need to do is just weigh out our quinoa. So I'm making enough technically for two, but I have quite a ferocious appetite, so I'll probably just eat the whole lot. So we're going to measure out using some measuring cups, and we want half a cup. So half a cup of quinoa grains. It's just under half, so I'm just going to put a little bit more in there. You'll probably notice from my videos in time I'm a really messy cook, so just bear with me. Always tastes great though. Okay, so that's half. A bit stuck in there. So then we're gonna get our lemon ready. So the reason that we soak the grains, and you should really soak all your grains before you eat them, is because in the outer layer of the grains there's actually something called phytates, and these actually inhibit mineral absorption. So key minerals like your calcium, zinc, those sorts of minerals will actually get blocked by the phytates in that outer layer of bran in your grains. So if you've got a sensitive digestion, so if you're suffering with any kind of gut pathogens, IBS, or just have a delicate digestion, you want to make sure you're doing this because it will make the grains much easier for your body to break down and to actually utilize. Okay, that's just about all the lemon juice. Then you want to pour your lemon juice just on top of your quinoa, like that. Get those out of the way. And then you want to measure out some filtered or bottled water. So I've used half a cup of quinoa, so that means I need to use a whole cup of filtered water. So double the amount, basically. And just pour that in. So this then needs to soak in a warm area of your kitchen or house, and I basically just use a tea towel, clean tea towel, to cover over the top of the bowl, and then leave that to soak overnight. The other great thing about soaking your grains is that it means that the cooking time is less. So in the morning when you're a little bit more pushed for time, your grains will actually cook much quicker, which is great for you too. So I've got some quinoa grains here that I soaked previously. I tend to have an ongoing supply of soaked grains ready for breakfast and lunches and dinners. So if you're using the lemony water as I am, you actually want to just drain that water away. If you're using something like the whey, or some people like to use buttermilk to soak, you can actually use that liquid as part of your cooking liquid. Just make sure all the grains are in there. Okay, bear with me one moment, just going to grab the water filter and just give those a quick rinse. Okay, and your grains are ready to cook. Okay, so now we're ready to actually make our porridge. So I've preheated my hob, as I'm old school, don't have the gas unfortunately. So we need to measure out your milk. I'm using coconut milk this morning, this one, but you can use raw goat's milk, raw cow's milk, you can use almond milk, definitely no soy milk though, and no rice milk either. So 1 cup of coconut milk, just measuring that out. And pop that into your pan. And then you're going to pop in all your flavourings, your spices. So vanilla, you can use essence, but I'm actually using freshly ground vanilla. Cinnamon powder, or you can use whole cinnamon. If you use whole cinnamon though, you do tend to get bits of bark in your porridge, which kind of end up picking out, which isn't very nice. Star anise, and also some freshly grated orange zest. Just pop all those in, just give that a stir, and then you want to add your quinoa grains. Okay, these are the ones I've first soaked and then rinsed. Get them all in there. Quinoa is quite a savoury taste, so you put lots of herbs and seasoning in your porridge to make it taste kind of, I guess, a little bit more breakfasty, a bit more sweet rather than savoury. Anyway, okay, so that's all in there. Just going to pop the lid on, and you are going to let that simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just going to leave that there, and we'll get back to it when it's done. So your quinoa should be simmering gently. You know when it's nearly done when most of the liquid is absorbed. So I would say that's probably got another 5 minutes. To make your sweet berry quinoa porridge, you'll need half a cup of quinoa grains, a cup of filtered water, 1 lemon, 1 cup of raw goat's milk, nut milk or coconut milk, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 star anise, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of fresh orange zest, a handful of blueberries and raspberries, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and honey to taste. Okay, so it's done. It looks lovely. Okay, so I like it so that it's got a little bit of the coconut milk still sort of ready. Coconut oil. Now I'm quite liberal with the fats because I need lots of fat in my diet, so it doesn't want to come off. Okay, excuse fingers, it's only me eating it. Honey, raw honey. Raw honey is great because it's got live enzymes in it. It's really good to have raw honey with your grains because it actually helps you to break down the grains or the carbohydrate. Sorry. And then your fresh berries. Be as greedy as you want. Obviously, if your berries aren't in season, just eat something that is in season. I might have a little bit more. Okay, it's done. Looks so good. There you go, in just 15 minutes, gorgeous breakfast, fresh pot of tea. Great way to start the day.
Again.
It's really good. There's none left over ever.